'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Yes, it's officially. Look, it's Thanksgiving this week. Bear with me, okay? All right. Happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays officially. Happy Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be thankful for. We're all still here. Happy, healthy. Well, at least healthy. Maybe some of y'all not happy, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. This is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Look, I'm tired from talking about Bravo. I'm tired of talking about Real Housewives, but it is what it is. Okay. It is a members only live chat. So shout out to all of our members for being here today. We appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are feeling a little festive. Are you feeling a little festive? Good. Good. I'm glad you're feeling festive. Shout out to everyone watching on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. We appreciate you guys being here as well. Guys, if you had to rate this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac from 1 to 10, how would you rate it? How would you rate it? It was good. It was interesting. It's not the best, but it was good. It was definitely somewhere in the 7 to 8 range for me. Realistic Mother on TikTok said 1. Damn. That bad for you? All right, we're going to talk about it. But before we talk about it, because we are talking about the holidays, I've got a gift. I have a gift idea for you, okay? And our friends over at Uncommon Goods has all the gift ideas for you, okay? So if you're looking for a unique gift for yourself, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your side piece, your side chick, your granddaddy, boyfriend, cousin, something, I don't know. But Uncommon Goods has something for you. So spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and it's exactly what I wanted feeling. They scour the globe for original, handmade, absolutely remarkable things. Somehow they know exactly the perfect gift for every single person you know. You know, I've used them, and I know you want a discount because it is the holiday seasons and Black Friday is right around the corner. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/Kempire. That's uncommongoods.com/Kempire for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. More information on Uncommon Goods will be available in the description. Guys, don't forget, we will also be live later today about 4 p.m. for our Married to Medicine recap as well. So set your reminders for that. The link is now available. But let's get into Real Housewives of Potomac. Look, where do I begin? At the beginning, Kemp. Okay, fine. All right. Not me labeling this episode 86. Damn, does it feel like that? What the hell is GNA Fusion? What is the GNA Fusion brand? And what does Gizelle mean that people have been talking or underestimating the GNA brand? Who is she talking about? I don't feel like anyone's been talking about GNA. We're still trying to figure out what it is. We thought it was a clothing brand. Now it is GNA Fusion, and we're at an event where we're working out. But I can work out anywhere. Why am I going to work out with Gizelle and Ashley? What exactly? This is very confusing. And I'm sure this will be a question that they ask at the reunion. What exactly is the GNA Fusion brand? I'm still trying to figure it out. Not really. I'm really not trying to figure it out because I really don't care. And even if we do figure it out, I'm not going to be going to them. Like, why would I go to them for fitness anything? Athleisure wear, health advice. Why would I go to them? Especially when one of your owners is the most toxic human being I've ever met. Like, why would I go for you for anything in regards to wellness? You're not well. Oh, damn. I said it. Look, I said it. And I know they want to paint a narrative this season. Gizelle's better. Gizelle's innocent. Gizelle never did anything. I haven't forgotten. I have an elephant brain. You forget? Look, you forget? Come on. Hold on. I didn't forget. But okay, fine. Let me take my holiday pillow. You see my holiday pillow? It's not fitting. It's not fitting behind me. It's making me uncomfortable. Okay? And honestly, Sheree's She by Someone Else was far better. But okay, fine. And at least Sheree's about that life. Sheree is into her fitness. That actually is a passion of Sheree's. I know it took us 15 years to get it. However, it was worth it. The wait was worth it, I guess. I don't have anything by someone else, but I guess I could get something if I go to Shein. All right. Moving on. So we have this GNA Fusion event. Not sure exactly what it is. And who are these people that attended? If you're having a GNA Fusion event, I'm thinking you're inviting friends and family. I only saw the cast and a bunch of strangers. That's all I saw. But again, they probably were told you're coming to a GNA Fusion event, and they're like, oh, you're filming Real Housewives of Potomac? I'm there. I mean, if I saw that, I'd probably like, what is this? What exactly are we talking about? What is this fusion event? All right, so Gizelle makes a speech, fine. Whatever. Oh, no, but before that. So Mia arrives, and they flash back, because Karen was invited to this event, but Karen's preparing for court. Like, she's preparing for court. And Mia must have said during the last event, Jazzy's event, saying, we're going to be outside with, free Karen signs. And Giselle's like, no, we're not going to be doing that. So Mia, you're becoming so, like, she's always been unlikable, but this season more than, maybe everyone is feeling it because her entire cast feels this way about Mia. And they're like, no, you're annoying. So she's like free Karen. And she's like doing all this dancing in front of Gizelle. Did you see Angel and Adore roll their eyes behind Mia? Did you notice it? Did you notice it? I noticed it. I was like, oh, look at Angel and Adore. They're like, what's going on here? What is this? What is she doing? They didn't say that. I'm just saying. Okay? Christina says, get to the singing camp. I want to know your opinion on the live performance. You know what, Christina? You are so shady. Christina, did you just become a member to say that? Christina? Really? I'm going to get to it. I need to ease my way into it because I was so traumatized, okay? Okay? So TJ arrives. TJ is about his fitness, though. We already knew that about him. He is about his fitness. I mean, I know a lot of men that are into their fitness. Anyways, so he's really into his fitness. So he comes, Jazz, ready for this fitness. He's like raring to go. When they do the little workout, you see he's like, yeah, he gets really excited by the guy on stage. And I gotta take a sip. And you know what? I was giving it light on TJ. Until he just disrespected Stacy during Wendy's party. I'm not going light on TJ anymore because you are the worst of the worst. You are the worst of the worst. You are disgusting. I don't like the way that you spoke to Stacy. I don't care if they're in a good place right now. What you did showed me exactly who you are. Mad. I'll get back to that. So he was like, he's like, yes, come on, work out. Yes, he want to get his workout on. All right. So Gizelle introduces Ashley as an international pop rock star. International? When? When has Ashley been performing internationally? You know who is performing internationally? Come December 8th? Kempire. Kempire After Dark is returning to London, and we're having our first international live event in London, December 8th. Tickets are still available, meet and greets and all the good stuff. All right, but I've been worldwide. International pop rock star? So it was Dr. Wendy Acefo for me. Because Dr. Wendy, as soon as Ashley was introduced and Ashley came out with the mic, she was like, no, Ashley, no. She's like, where is the auto-tune? Okay. Fine. So Ashley decides to perform her song, Healing and I'm Thriving. And I will say this. Last year when she performed it on the trip, and she sang a little bit of it. And I was like, oh, Ashley can sing. Ashley has a little bit of a voice. Maybe she just needs to stop doing those terrible songs. And now I'm just like, she just had a moment. Some people can have a moment. Everyone can carry a tune. Okay? Everyone can carry a tune. But not everyone can be a singer. Okay? Not everyone can be a singer. Ashley comes out there singing a version of a song that we thought we knew, but we did not know. It was the worst I've ever seen. At least Countess Luann leans into songs that fit her non-singing self, okay? I mean, I'm still not going to buy a ticket, but people are buying tickets, even internationally. Like, you could even say Countess Luann is international. She's having a little bit of a European tour. But that singing that Ashley gave us, I said, someone should have grabbed the mic out of her hand. Here's the thing. You know what I find insulting as a singer, a professionally trained singer that has music on streaming right now? Yeah, I do. I find it really offensive. And I get it. This is a housewives trope. We've seen housewives come on these platforms and launch music careers. I know that there are talented singers with more talent in their, not even their pinky, the pinky nail than Ashley Darby. But they don't have the opportunities that Ashley Darby just had on this international platform to sing. So when I see Ashley going out there, and honestly, look, I probably would respect Ashley if she really worked on her voice. Actually, we actually saw her working on her voice and taking it seriously. And look, and you know I've said about Candace, I don't think Candace has the best voice, but Candace took her music career very seriously. So now people actually take Candace as a musician seriously. But Ashley Darby, if you don't get out of our face with that, okay? Did you have a sound check? That was horrible. That was worse than your actual dancing, Ashley Darby. Terrible. I didn't think it could get much worse. I thought when they were on the trip and she sang, I was like, that has potential. You get the right producer, Ashley, that could be a hit song. She says, I'm going to make it EDM. That didn't sound like EDM to me. That sounded like trash. Please don't ever do it again. And if I end up at a drag brunch and Ashley Darby is the guest, I'm leaving. Look, I'm leaving. Because you know also who else has more talent than Ashley Darby and that terrible singing? The drag queens. Those drag queens are so talented. Oh, but because she's on Real Housewives of Potomac, she's going to bring in people. Whatever. She ain't got no talent. Ashley Darby, get out of my face with that crap. Terrible. I'm personally offended. And I feel personally attacked by production. Offended. Disgusting. Sorry. But not sorry. Stacy's reaction. Stacy's reaction to Ashley singing. Stacy, you are here to stay. You are the Palo Santo. You are the sage that this show needed. I love Stacy. And Stacy's reaction to Ashley singing, she's like, mind you, even outside her confessional, she was talking to the other lady. She was like, Ashley singing is like my dancing. Her face turned. She's just like, and then they're playing Ashley performing as Stacy's trying to react, and Stacy's just like, she's trying. She's really pushing through those notes. I love me some Stacy. I'm sorry. All right. So Mia says she wants to have a conversation with Jacqueline, but she's like, you guys can join. You guys can join because, you're my friend group. I need you guys to rally around me right now. Gordon's in mania. I'm sick and tired of you using Gordon's mental health as an excuse for whatever you're doing here on the show. It's cringeworthy, and I think we're done. I think we're done with you, Mia. I think we were done after Miami and you assaulting Dr. Wendy Asefo, but now we're really done because there is no low for you. There is no low. We should have known that when you would even play with the paternity of your son on this show. There is no low for you. Now you're using Gordon's mental health as a storyline for you. He's in mania. He didn't seem like he was in mania when he was cussing y'all out. He seemed very clear on how he felt. I don't think Gordon was in mania. That wasn't mania. What is your diagnosis? That's what I would like to know, because what's the diagnosis for lying all the damn time? What is the diagnosis for that? Because I am sick and tired of Mia. And I think the cast, based off of what we've seen in their recent interviews, they're all sick of her too. They're all sick of her. It was cute, that first episode. Oh, I don't know how old I really am. It was cute, but now we're going to a realm of people's mental health, your child's paternity. Like, no, this is not cute for us. This is not entertaining for us. We don't know what's real. We don't know what's fake. No, we know what's fake. Mia. Everything that comes out of Mia's mouth. So the group in this moment is rallying around her because she's like, Gordon's in mania. And Ink said that he, if he's triggering to Gordon, he's going to step away. Gizelle in her confession, she's like, this ain't cute. This ain't for me. This is too much. But in the moment, Gizelle pats her on the leg. It's going to be okay. Ink is going to be there for you. He's going to step back, but he's going to be there for you. I could care less about Ink. And if you went to my Los Angeles show, we had a good time talking about Real Housewives of Potomac and Ink. I'm still hurting from my knees. Oh, you had to be there. I'm not telling you. If you went to the Los Angeles show, you know what I'm talking about. We had a good old time. I was on my knees. I was on my stomach. Anyways, so she wants their support. All right. She brings up that Gordon brought up her abortion and paternity and blah 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 blah. I'm fine. So before they leave the GNA Fusion event that we have no idea what the hell that was that we just watched, I did see some muffins. I don't know if those were protein muffins. They didn't look very healthy. They look good. I like a good muffin, but what are we doing here? Look, what are we doing here? Anyways, are those GNA muffins? Okay. It's not making sense. So Gizelle wants to tap into her inner first lady and say a prayer for Karen. Gizelle, I'm not falling for it. The rest of the audience might fall for it. And yes, I enjoy some of your key confessional funny moments. I do, but I did back then too. However, I'm not falling for this new Gizelle has changed. I'm really rooting for Karen, but I don't believe that. I really don't. I really don't believe that Gizelle is rooting for Karen. Okay? I think she's playing into this new narrative. I'm a good person. I've changed. I'm doing better. But I've seen your hypocrisy even in this episode with some of the things that you're talking about. Because very much like how you've been slamming Mia and her lying behavior, so some of your behavior, not cute. Doing too much. Just saying. Like, I'm not falling for it. Y'all can fall for it. And I'm open to Gizelle being a new person, but that takes time. That takes with consistency of seeing her being a changed person. Call me in season 13 if she's still there. Y'all can look. Some of y'all want to go back to your exes, and you I won't do it again. I won't cheat on you again. And they do it again. Y'all can play dumb. I don't play that in my life. When people show me who they are the first time, I believe them. Okay? Anyways, we're going to move on. Karen is preparing for her court appearance. She's looking very demure. She's looking very cutesy. Ray's there. He's going to join. Ray's really stuck by Karen. I don't believe that there's any sex going on in this relationship. Ray already told us that he's not in love with Karen. I don't believe that love has changed. I think they've just decided to stay together because they've been together such a long time. Ray's an older man, so she's going to take care of him. So he supports her. Okay? So I just believe this is a marriage of convenience, but they are free to do their own thing. I believe that. Okay? Exactly. Hey, Aisha. Aisha says, right message, wrong messenger. But they want Gizelle to be the messenger this season because the producers and the network's like, look, she's changed. Y'all realize we're not dumb, right? Look, she's changed. Like she went from that horrific behavior just from last season. Now this season, she's changed. And I see it. Some of y'all fell for it. Some of y'all fell for it. And that's fine. I'm not. Okay? Anyways, back to Karen. So Karen's fine lawyer comes in. He was good looking. Come on. Can we talk about it? So she's preparing for court. She's when asked about how she looks, Ray stutters a bit. He's like, "Oh, you look a classy young lady that I'm not in love with." He didn't say that last part, but he was like stuttering on how Karen looked. I was like, all right, Karen. He's like, I'd much rather be on the golf course, and she's like, what? And he's like, well, wouldn't you rather be? She's like, no, I just want to move forward with this case. So they head to the courthouse. All right, we already know it's been postponed to September. Okay, but I recall, when we did the article on Karen and what went down. Recently we did a video on this when Karen wanted what she said during the accident to the police. She wanted that not to be included in the court proceedings. She also didn't want what does she want included? Oh my God, there was one other thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. She didn't want the court. What she said during the incident included. There was one other thing that she didn't want. I can't remember now. But there was one other thing. But the judge ultimately said, no, all of it will be included. All of it will be included. So she lost that. But I believe that was in July. But this court appearance was in June. So something with the timeline is not timelining. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Unless that was just, something that they did in regards to court documents. Anyways, exactly. Sis on the Move on TikTok says, so what happened in September? Was it postponed again? Apparently, because I believe now it's not, she's going to court in December and they're filming the reunion soon, or they've already filmed it. I know they're filming it soon. So I'm assuming at the reunion, Karen's not going to be able to talk about this. And what are we going to do? Talk about it next season? Okay. I don't know. But what we found in this particular episode, Karen goes to court. She finds out that it's being postponed. Fine. Lexi says she has a court date in September and another in December. So what happened at the court date in September? We're in November. Big Miss Muffin says, was Karen in Miami? I didn't see Karen. They had the fan fest over, Lexi says her motion was dismissed in September. From the article I read, whatever that request for what she wanted to be not included in her court case was dismissed in July. That's what the article said at the time. So I don't know. Anyways, so much about nothing in this episode in regards to Karen's court case. We see her get ready for court, and then we see her ultimately come back with not much information besides a postponement. All right. Mama Tax says, I'm over Karen and her DUI this season. We're getting nothing of it from her. And look, and I agree. And I know some people say, well, she can't say much because it's an active court case. And from what I've heard, the DMV doesn't play about DUIs. I know we were just yesterday talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville and how Maurice Scott's situation was ultimately dismissed for lack of evidence. Every state is very different on how they handle these things. And apparently, in his case, he refused a breathalyzer. I don't know what happened with Karen. I don't think a breathalyzer was done. So, because that would be pretty damning. But again, it varies from state to state where you can refuse a breathalyzer. I don't know. All right. So we didn't get much about that. But the group gets together, but Karen wasn't going to join them. And Wendy's talking about her birthday. She's planning a birthday party. Wendy, I hope we do not talk about your birthday after this episode. Because at this particular point, I'm over the birthday. But we appreciate the birthday event. The birthday event was beautiful. But after this, I'm done with the birthday. Okay? And this is someone that loves celebrating birthdays. But at this point, I'm done talking about you and your birthday. Okay. But she says she's nervous because she's inviting Eddie's parents. Did Eddie's parents actually come? I see his siblings came. He was also estranged from his siblings. Isn't that crazy? You see how old his kids are? His kids are it's been a few years and he's been estranged from his family. Kiarna reveals that the court case was postponed. She updates the group, but she wanted to wait for the rest of the group to get there. But she reveals to everyone. Gizelle says she wants to be there for Karen because she was there for her when she lost her dad. I believe Karen definitely was there for Gizelle when she lost her dad. I do believe that. Wendy says that Karen could face house arrest because she had a conversation with Happy Eddie. She could possibly face house arrest, community service, or even jail time. And you guys revealed that to me last week. I was like, oh shoot, she could actually get jail time. I don't know if they will give her jail time, but this is her second DUI. So we shall see. We shall see. So those are things she could face. Wendy does say in her confessional, and I have to agree with Wendy. She was like, if Karen is found guilty in this situation, it gives her pause. It's gonna force her to think about her friend and how she's handling this. I will give Wendy a lot of credit because unlike the other people when they're trying to make jokes, Stacy made a joke because she was like, Karen hasn't been drinking, and Mia says, well, if Karen hasn't been drinking, then I'm not having sex. And she was like, what? And she's like, well, then Karen's a drunk. Stacy was being funny. I don't think that she was really calling Karen a drunk. Okay, she was trying to be funny. But I paid attention to Dr. Wendy's face, and Dr. Wendy was like, I am not going to be a part of this. I appreciate that. She's like, that is not even funny. I'm not going to be a part of this. So it's kind of like we have to pay attention to this because we find out that Dr. Wendy and Karen have issues later on this season. And I was like, Wendy's sort of been there. For Karen. Nasser says Wendy is actually concerned about the consequences. Okay. What else was that? So Gizelle says that she wants to FaceTime Karen, and Mia jokes and says maybe you should text her first to make sure she's not drunk. Like, Mia's giving Tamra, and when I say that, because Tamra is friends with Shannon, and she would make all kinds of like terrible remarks about Shannon's drinking, calling her drunk, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what Mia's doing. Like, I can understand holding Karen accountable, but Mia's just being mean to be mean, thinking that she's having a housewives moment, thinking that, oh, this is your season to get hazed, so I'm going to haze you. Like, this is how Mia thinks. Mia really is very aware she's filming a reality show, but she's not real. Okay? All right, let's move on from there. So then we have this scene with Ashley at home with her boys. Why was Dean constantly looking in the camera? Because he's a kid. There were so many moments that Dean kept on looking at the camera like, ah. Dean was not playing. He's like, you're not going to tell me what to do. This is my 15 minutes. I'm going to look in the camera, all right? Because I'm cute, all right? So Ashley is celebrating her birthday, and she mentions that, Dr. Wendy's birthday party is actually on her actual birthday. No one cares, Ashley. If you wanted a big to-do, you should do a party, all right? So she invites Uncle Lump over. Her auntie comes over. Her mom comes over. Her auntie had a lot to say, all right? And I look, I'm not against what the auntie was saying because I feel like the auntie is the only one with sense, and we're not going to go by what Ashley's mom is doing because Ashley's mom's situation is terrible. Ashley's mom is supporting a man that for years she's been supporting this man. So I'm sure auntie has a lot to say about Ashley's mom. Just saying. So Ashley's cousin is there as well. So they're getting an update on what's going on with the divorce. Please pay attention to Ashley's body language. Ashley's body language is quite telling. She's talking about the mediation and things like that. And then she's asked, so after mediation, will that finalize things? Ashley is not telling us the truth. Ashley, you have a tell. Because when you're asked that question, she kind of looks up and she's just like, well, like she's not being honest. And for me, it's those moments I look at Ashley's like, oh God, here we go. Here we go. So I don't know what was really happening at that particular point. What we do know this week, it was finally finalized in regards to not the divorce, that she was able to file for divorce from Michael Darby. Michael Darby spoke to TMZ and confirmed that yes, we figured out our settlement agreement. So she's going to get some sort of settlement. Will it be millions and millions of dollars? No. Ashley's dumb. Sorry. Oh, no. That's not what it is. Is it more than she probably thought she was going to get from what she told us at the reunion? Probably a little bit more. Okay? And she'll get a little child support. Or maybe he just gives her the house and she's good. That's a $2 million house. You're like, you keep the house. I'll pay for the house. You keep the house. That's all you're getting. And you'll get child support. Stay tuned. We haven't heard the details of what the settlement will be, but I mean, I doubt we'll hear officially. I'm sure somebody will leak it to the blogs. Okay. Daphne says, for a second, I forgot who Ashley was. She's so boring and is also a flip-flopper. Then there's that. Thank you so much, Candace, for the super chat. Candace says, Stacy brings in the humor we used to get with Katie. Oh, yes, the quirky. Someone did refer to her as a Katie. I think it was Karen or one of the housewives from Potomac interviewed and said they kind of remind her of like a Mary Cosby Katie character. Thank you for the super chat, guys. Don't forget you can like the video. It's easy and it's free. Also, thank you to Fortune for the super chat. Fortune says, Gizelle can never fool anyone. A snake is a snake, period. Then there's that. Okay? All right. Let me get back to the comments. Shout out to all of our members, guys. You can become a member today at TheKempire.com/join. And you get exclusives, all kinds of really cool things about being a member besides just being here in the live chat. But also, don't forget the Kempire After Dark live experience is coming to Washington, D.C. on January 24th of 2025. Go get your tickets today. Tickets are selling fast. They already have a low ticket alert on meet and greets and the premiere seating, so get your tickets today. But first, we're going to London. We're taking our show international, across the pond. We're bringing it to London, so you just never know what we're going to talk about or what people will be spilling at these shows. So get your tickets today for the Kempire After Dark live show in London on December 8th. More information on those things and everything Kempire will be available in the description. Okay? All right. Back to this, guys. And don't forget, you can hear our podcast version on the Kempire podcast. I completely forgot to upload our Roni and Salt Lake City recap. I did that last night. I was working late. I did that last night, so make sure you check that out. That's now available on the Kempire podcast. Make sure you subscribe today to the Kempire podcast and give us a 5-star rating. All right. Let me see where we went from here. So Ashley gets emotional. Ashley talks about her divorce. She's scared. She's just like, now that they're moving towards this area, the finality of this relationship, the aunt is not falling for it. She's like, yeah, this is not going to be easy. I think you need to buckle up, that there's going to be more issues because you still have to raise kids with this man. And she's like, you've come a long way. You are a baby. I look at you as a baby when you got into this relationship with him. And now this is where you are today. And the mom is just sitting there. Ashley's mom just sitting there. Mimi, she's just sitting there like, not saying a thing. I think that aunt is, I wonder what her sign is. I think that aunt was speaking truth. She's probably like the only one with sense. She's like the only one with her and Uncle Lump. Only one with sense. You can't go by what Mimi is saying. Just saying. Anyways, Mia goes to pick up her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, baby's father. And the producer asked her, what happened to the pause between you and Ink? And she's just like, we've decided that, the pause is what the pause is going to be. The pause is what we decided it's going to be. All right. Okay, fine. So she picks him up. I saw a comment where someone saw them hugging and they thought that she was going to pick Ink up from the ground. Anyways, you guys ain't right. So they're talking about what's going on with Gordon, and Ink makes a comment that if he was 25 years younger, he probably would do something. I guess fight Gordon, but he's like, but Gordon might need a timeout if they were to fight. Sir, I don't think Ink realizes that he is the big joke. I don't think he realizes that. Gordon is not the big joke. We know a Gordon. We see Gordon for who he really is. Gordon's not innocent. He cheated on his last wife to be with Mia, but okay, they were in a marriage, okay? Whatever that marriage included, that's on them. It seemed like they had an open marriage, fine. However, that man, the fact that Mia wants us to believe that she takes care of Gordon, she pays for everything in regards to Gordon. Gordon puts you in a position so that you could take care of him when he got older. He puts you in the position that you were in. Those companies did not belong to you. They belong to him. And maybe he put your name on the paperwork, but you did nothing. Based on what you showed us on this show, you have not shown us, even off of you not working in the joint, you haven't shown us that you're smart enough to start a separate company without Gordon and be successful. Never mind being successful at the joint. I still believe the family kicked y'all out of the business because of you, not because of Gordon. I think Gordon just wants to run with it. I think you have something over Gordon, and that's why he doesn't throw you under the bus with everything. He throws you under the bus with some things, but he doesn't throw you under the bus when it comes to the business. Girl, you and your stripper inheritance can go. You and your stripper inheritance can go. Because you want us to believe that you had this stripper inheritance, that you were a big boss. She told us how much she made at the joint pack practice, and we were like, girl, that's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money. And then Ink refers to Gordon as granddaddy. And she's like, oh my God, you called him granddaddy? Let me just tell you something, Ink. The way she's doing him, she will do you too. Okay? If she hasn't already. I am so over this woman. All right, let's talk about Wendy's birthday party. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. This was Wendy's birthday party on Ashley's actual birthday. What the hell was Ashley wearing at this party? From that terrible wig to that terrible outfit. I guess she wanted to stand out because it was her birthday. Like, I don't understand. I saw on Watch What Happens, I saw a clip where they were asking the Miami housewives, like, of the franchise, who are the worst dressed. Of course, Potomac was like the first person that they mentioned. Like, what are you wearing? Like, from her confessional looks, the wigs, and then that outfit she wore. First of all, Kiana looked beautiful. I loved Kiana's dress, hair, makeup looked great. Stacy looked phenomenal. Gizelle, the dress was all right. The hair and makeup were terrible, which is surprising. Because usually her hair and makeup her makeup usually is pretty good. Wendy looked gorgeous. But I wasn't surprised by that. Who else was there? Karen looked all right. Karen came with Ray. She looked all right. She still looked better than all of the rest of them. Anyways, let me take a sip. Anyways, they did ask Karen about her look in court. She was like, what were you trying to channel? She's like, innocence. This is why Karen is top tier housewife. Like, she's quick. She's quick. I was channeling innocence. Ashley then mentions it's her birthday again. She has to remind people. Ashley, if you wanted to be... Okay, I will say this. What Wendy could have done, I know it was her birthday party, but I'm sure she also knew that it was Ashley's birthday party. And look, maybe they edited it out. However, they could have did something for Ashley's birthday at Wendy's party. They could have. It was her actual birthday. They could have did something. But Ashley, you keep mentioning it. Girl, why don't you or one of your men do something for you? That man was flirting with her at the party. Lord. And Wendy's friend. Anyways. So Mia has a conversation with Dr. Wendy Acefo's mother, Susan. And I will say this, when they flash back to the crow comment, the bird comment, I was like, look, it was funny. It was funny to me. Come on. Can we just joke real quick? I thought it was funny. She's like, is that your mama? But now she's being confronted by Susan, and Susan is like, I am no witch. Look. I am no witch. She's like, I pray to Jesus Christ. And I might add a Holy Ghost fire to it. But I am no witch. I told you before, I'll tell you again. I don't want any scenes with Dr. Wendy and her family without Susan. She's problematic. She is the reason why Eddie and Wendy don't have a relationship with his family. She is the reason. I'm convinced. She is the reason. All right? Maybe it's the spell she cast in the Holy Ghost fire, and that's what separated them. She's like, oh, you not going to hug me? Oh, Holy Ghost fire. Look, Susan said, look into my crystal ball. Holy Ghost fire. Come on.
Holy Ghost fire.
Okay, sorry. I have too much fun with these recaps. Too much fun with these recaps, okay? So, but I did not expect that scene. Mia completely forgot that she agreed to apologize to Wendy's mother. I completely forgot about that. I did not expect that scene. So for me, that alone was like, okay, this is interesting and entertaining. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Julie says, sidebar, when you mentioned my photo and hubby looking young, I looked at the other photos of me in the chat and just got to say, you have the most beautiful ladies in the chat. I said no super chats today. Yeah, we do have a beautiful community. We do have a beautiful community. And you guys look so happy in your photo, Julie. Tyrese, thank you so much for the super chat. Tyrese says, did you all catch Watch What Happens Live when the ladies of RHOM rated RHOP as the worst dressed franchise? I guess because of Ashley and Gizelle. It's true. The only one that really has style was Dr. Wendy. Okay? And her style just got better, in the last few years. So, just saying. Hey, Miss Esquire. Miss Esquire, thank you for the super chat. Miss Esquire says, we are really tired of LLC General Partnership Group Corporation Incorporated. Please dissolve and go away. Delon, thank you so much for the super chat. Delon says, but Ashley, no one likes you, girl. They put your longest scene in a filler episode. Or the filler episode feel like a filler episode because it was about Ashley. Or that. Look, or that. Holy Ghost fire. I'm playing. You know some people are going to take that really seriously. Calm down. Calm down. We're trying to have a key, all right? After everything that's happened in the last few weeks, can we have a little bit of a laugh? It's the holidays. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Even that's better than what Ashley gave us at that GNA event. I'm healing and I can't even sing badly. That's how bad it was. I can't even mimic what she just did. All right, I can't even mimic it. That's how bad it was. All right. What else happened before I get it to TJ? So Mia and Wendy have the conversation. Okay, so Dr. Wendy has her big entrance. Her big entrance is this boat that looks like a car, and they're coming in. She's twisting and she's turning, but clearly she can't pull up to the rocks. They can't even get that close to the rocks, so she has to go to the dock in order to get off. But Gizelle, this is what I told y'all. Don't pay attention. She's like, yeah, what is she doing? Why is it going in circles? And then she called it an epic fail. That was not an epic fail. You know what an epic fail is? GNA. GNA Fusion. That is the epic fail. It wasn't an epic fail. We saw what she was trying to do, but she clearly could not come in. I don't think that was an epic fail. I thought it was a great entrance. I just wish she would have made it back to the party sooner. I'm like, it felt like she did that entrance, and then where was Wendy the entire time? Okay, your poor little girl's crying for you. Where's mommy? I want my mommy. Where was that? Where was Wendy? Did she have to come all the way around the island just to get back? I don't know. But anyways, Anyways, I thought it was a nice entrance. It was different. I could see she was definitely. First of all, the party was beautiful. You would have thought that this was a wedding. Like, she did a good job. You know, we talk about Potomac not throwing good events. I thought this was a good event. It looked beautiful. It was a great place that she had the party. The food looked great. Everyone looked great. Some people. Everyone else looked great. Fine. All right. Anyways, so we see TJ having a conversation with Ray. Stacy's having a conversation with Ashley. Ashley's like, I'm gonna be a drag king, and Stacy's is like, a drag king? I've never heard of a drag king. Look, I've heard of a drag king. Okay, yes, we mostly know drag queens, but I've heard of a drag king. It's not a big thing. But of course, Ashley's like, I'm channeling that masculine side of me, and I said that makes a lot of sense. Why Michael Darby was with you? It does. Come on. So she's healing and she's thriving and she's working. Okay. So she's been doing a lot of drag brunches. So she's going to do a drag king brunch. But Stacy's confused. She's like, I've never heard of that. All right. So Gizelle has a conversation with Mia, and she's saying that because when she sees ink, she's just like, they're back together. Wasn't she just crying about him being, pulling back? Okay. Ashley's confused as well. She's like, I feel like you said that ink is triggering for Gordon, so why are you triggering him? Okay. So they all go to sit down to eat. And Stacy is having a conversation with Ray. She's asking Ray, "You ever heard of a drag king?" He's like, "No, I've heard of it, but that's not. I've more so have heard of a drag queen." Okay, Ray. Ray's in tuned. Okay. All right. So TJ comes to sit down, and she's like, "Oh, there you are," and he seems annoyed. He's like, you come to this party and you're partying with everyone else. All right. And he's like, get it together, man. That's what he says to her. Did y'all notice that the preview for what was coming up showed him saying, I'm warning you? And she's like, I'm warned. But in the actual episode, they didn't show it. They showed it in the preview for what was coming up after the commercial break. But they didn't show that part. And I was like, so, okay, I have a couple of things. And Stacy, I know you're still with TJ, so bear with me. I'm saying this with big brotherly love. I think she's older than me. Okay, but I say this as a brother, okay? I didn't like the way that TJ spoke to you. I don't know what that was. He seemed fine at the party. He was talking with Ray. He felt away. She's, enjoying the party. He seemed to be having a good time. But when he came down, sat down and was like, I'm warning you. But not just that. He also said, get it together, man. And when she tries to touch him, he's like, you can take your hand off me. No. You can take your hand off me. You can leave, sir. I was really taken aback. So let me get this straight, Stacy. This man doesn't give you the sex. Doesn't even touch you or is intimate with you. Talks to you in this aggressive manner. And we are supposed to say, stay with this man? He said, I'm warning you. What are you warning me, sir? The red pride flags are slapping us all in the face. I mean, they do. Look, can I just say something? I'm going to say something. Because I feel like, we have a large female community that watches. There is a telltale sign of closeted behavior. I'm not saying that about TJ. I'm just saying, I'm trying to be a big brother to you, women that are watching. There is some information out there that says, some men that are closeted can be overly aggressive in dealing with women. cheating a lot on women because of this closeted feeling that they have. I didn't expect to see that during this because I was like, yeah, okay, maybe he's just, I don't know. Look. But at this particular point, TJ, I'm not going to get off your neck all season because the way that you spoke to her, that's not your friend. Like, even if that they were two friends hanging out, I don't talk to my friends like that. I'm warning you. If Stacy was like, I'm warned. Stacy, I don't know what this was. I need you to exit stage left immediately. He's not worth it. At least if he was breaking your back, we could be like, all right, fine. But he's not giving you the sex. He doesn't even want to touch you. And then, okay, here's another telltale sign. Stacy, are you watching? Send me a sign. Just send me a DM. You don't have to say anything, Stacy. Just send me a DM with a rainbow emoji. Just send me a DM, Stacy, with a rainbow emoji. I promise I won't tell anybody. And normally I pinky swear. Come on. I pinky swear. I won't tell anybody. I just want you to send me the rainbow emoji, Stacy. Like we see each other. I promise I won't say anything. Then it gets worse. It gets worse, people. It gets worse. So I guess she wants to break the ice because things are a little icy between them. So she's like, oh, aren't these flowers gorgeous? Aren't these flowers? She asked him about the flower. And then he says to her, that's a girl question.
How you doing?
That's a girl question, sir. That's another sign, ladies, when someone, is very sensitive about their masculinity and responds in that way. That's another sign. That's a girl question? Oh, my God. Look. Oh, my God. Like, really? That's not a girl question. She's trying to break the ice. You have her sitting there going to the zoo, working out all the damn time. Working out to look great and do what with our great bodies? Nothing. Do nothing with our great bodies. Oh my God. Look. Stacy, I hope you broke up with him. Please tell me you go to this reunion and says, TJ and I have broken up. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Because I really like Stacy. I want the best for Stacy. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Lexi, thank you for the super chat. Lexi says, someone please buy Ashley the Christmas Carol. Do you hear what I hear? Thank you, Lexi, for the super chat. Fortune, thank you for another super chat. Fortune says, TJ is not into Stacy. He doesn't like the kitty cat. And I know some of you are uncomfortable when we talk about these things, but it's becoming more and more obvious. Whatever is happening with TJ, he's not interested. I don't know what his sexuality is, but he is not interested in Stacy. All right? And I also, look, straight or not straight, I wouldn't like any man talking to Stacy in that way. Sharon, thank you for the super chat. Sharon says, who the F does TJ think he's talking to? I want to know too, Sharon. I want to know too. Thank you for the super chat. Miss Esquire, thank you for another super chat. Miss Esquire says, TJ made Todd from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City look like a gentle bear. And honestly, I think we kind of looked at Todd as a gentle bear, but he's just a little crotchety. But you're right. Oh, TJ, ain't you not giving her the sex? Anyways, let me drop the call and link before I get into the other parts of this that I want to talk about. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. We will drop the call link in the live chat once we let's hit 500 likes, guys. We have, oh my God, no, I should say more than 500. But I'm going to say 500, but guys, we have 1,600 people here. Really? Really? TJ, really? Okay, please like the video, because if y'all don't like the video, I'm going to feel like Stacy felt how TJ did her at this party. Disrespected, okay? Anyways, let me put this up here. Shout out to guys. We're still celebrating over 500. We have 513,000 subscribers now. Come on. 513,000. Yes, come on. All right, members. Woo. Congratulations to us. And don't forget, guys, we will be live later today, again, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. PST, all right, 3 p.m. Central, for our Married to Medicine recap. So stay tuned for that. The link is available. All right. Let me drop the call-in link. Oh, I dropped the call-in link for our members. So that I've done that already. Okay, everyone that liked the video. I'll drop the call-in link for you guys in just a second. Let me just say thank you. Sharon sent another super chat. Sharon says, Wendy's mom is greater than Mama Joyce. Want to see them spar. I mean, she's definitely more powerful than Mama Joyce. Holy Ghost fire. Okay, Holy Ghost fire. All right, shout out to our channel members. Become a member today. Shout out to those of you that have become members today. We appreciate you guys. Head on over to TheKempire.com/join. As you can see behind me, I'm getting in a little bit into the festive spirit. A little bit. So I think I need to look. What else? I need to put something over here. I need something over here. Ooh. But yeah. We're slowly but surely transforming the Kempire studio into our winter wonderland, okay? Kadeem, thank you so much for the super chat. Kadeem says Stacy's relationship just turned into a Tyler Perry film. You're not lying. You are not lying, Kadeem. You're definitely not lying. You're right. You are so damn right. Okay. All right, so we have that weird, awkward moment. Wendy gives a speech. Fine. We see Eddie's siblings at the party. Things look like it went well in that regard, all right? So Gizelle pulls Mia to the side with the rest of the group, and she talks about seeing Mia and Gordon and Ink on social media. And she's like, you just told us that things were going crazy for you. So they're feeling inconsistencies and lies from Mia, and they're like, what is really going on? All right? So the producers, because they're calling out her lies, the producers then show all the times that Mia has lied since she started. I mean, they left out quite a few, but this was enough. And it's only an hour show, so I get it. So they're like, so what's really going on? And Mia then refers to Ink and Gordon as the fathers of her children. So everyone's like, what? Fathers? And that's how they end the episode. Well, after recapping this episode, I'm going to give this episode an 8.5. It actually was pretty interesting and juicy. The Karen stuff, not so much. But everything else, I was like, okay. If you guys had to rate this week's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac from 1 to 10, how would you rate it? Replay crew, we haven't forgotten about you. Be sure to let us, that rhymes. Be sure to let us know your thoughts on the latest episode of Potomac and how you would rate it as well. Don't forget, we have our recap of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, Wednesday. I'll decide whether or not I want to do New York, because I've been doing New York with Salt Lake City, so we shall see. I want to focus on the two actually good shows. Oh, I know. I said I wasn't recapping New York anymore. There we go. There we go. There goes your answer. Look, and there goes your answer. If there's something that I want to say, I'll mention it in one of those recaps. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for more super chats. I think I know we have members backstage, right? Yes. Oh, damn. The members are lined up backstage. So let me get through these super chats. Matea, thank you so much for this super chat. I love your name. She says, TJ needs to have all the seats in Madison Square Garden. Thank you, Matea. Lady D, thank you so much for the super chat. Lady D says, I want TJ and Ashley's vocal cords off my good cable. All right. Let's get to the callers, just because I know you guys have a lot to say, and I want to be able to rewatch Married to Medicine before our recap. All right. And maybe fit in a little bit of GNA An actual workout. An actual workout. All right, guys, let's get to 700 likes and I'll drop the call and link for the general audience as well. All right, so keep liking the video if you haven't already. And we have a lot of usual suspects backstage. So, suspects, make sure you respect the timer so that we're able to get to everyone because we have a long line. All right. Miss Esquire is first. Miss Esquire, what's going on?
That never happens. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving. How are you doing?
Oh, what are you making? Look, the timer hasn't started.
Listen, I have to make I make the dressing and I make the greens. So that's my
Mm.
assignment. And then I usually make a pie. So I travel in, so I make three things when I get in. And we do
Oh.
like several different dressings because we're extra like that.
And you go to
So
Memphis for
I
this?
go to Memphis. Yeah. So I make the traditional turkey dressing, but we have like a lobster mac and cheese. We have like
Mm.
other kind of, yeah, it's a seafood dressing. It's a lot. Anybody from Memphis in here knows that it's like three different types of mac and cheese, three different types of dressings. It's too much.
Ooh. Okay. Look. All right. Sorry. So, what did you want to say about Potomac?
Well, I wanted to say about Potomac, really, I'm gonna keep it really limited. I think that Mia, everything that she's saying about wanting to positively co-parent with Gordon is being absolutely undercut by her actions towards Gordon,
Mm.
particularly in how she allows Ink to speak about Gordon, how she allows him to interfere in their co-parenting. And it's just another example of Mia not being genuine
Yep.
and honest, but it's really, really hard to watch because I think that Gordon actually, whether he's performing for the cameras or not, he actually gives her a lot of respect in
Yep.
front of their children, outside of their children. He seems like he is trying to co-parent with her, and I just think that Mia is really not trying to do that. With
Mm.
Stacy and TJ, I just don't understand this relationship. I saw them on Watch What Happens Live, and I likewise did not understand it. I don't understand the attraction. I don't understand why they like each other. Everything that she says she likes about him has nothing to do with his character or his personality.
Mm.
And I found that really interesting. Is the things they like to do together is what she pointed out,
Yeah.
but nothing about his character and personality. Last, I just want to say you did an excellent um Orange County recap. I loved your recap. I put a little legal note in one of my comments,
Oh.
but about how Alexis needs to be quiet before she makes John have to pay back the money that he just got from Shannon.
Mm.
But I thought your recap was amazing.
Thank you
So
so
yeah,
much. I have to
yeah,
go back because it's hard for me to go back and read the comments. But I'm gonna go back and check that out.
yeah. Okay,
Thank you, Miss
bye.
Esquire. Take care. I love you guys. You guys are so great because you all come from different walks of life and you provide so much great information. So I do appreciate it. Judgy Justice is backstage. We're going to bring her up next. Judgy Justice, what's going on? You're muted.
Hey,
There we
so
go.
I'll make it real quick because I'm in the car with family.
Oh, sorry to
So
bother you.
no, you're entertaining me. You're making this sustainable for this car drive. You know. Uh, well, real quick, I agree with the callers and your sentiments about TJ. I don't see what Stacy sees in him. I think maybe it's just one of those things where you're in a rebound and you just go for the first thing. Believe me,
Mm.
Stacy, there's plenty of the fish out here in DC that would love to have somebody like you on their shoulder.
Yes.
Um, and then also for Mia, I feel like Mia is very disrespectful. I feel like Mia's been disrespectful towards Gordon and their relationship, and we're
Mm.
just seeing it all take fold because if Ink is new to the picture and coming back in, he wouldn't be that comfortable talking to your ex-husband, soon-to-be ex-husband like that. He would
Mm.
give that man more grace.
Yeah.
But you guys been sneaking around. You guys been disrespectful towards him, lying to the cameras, and now everything's catching up because baby, we gotta press rewind and we play it back and we can see because you're on TV. Well, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, Judgy Justice. Take care. All right. Let's restart. Adrian's backstage. We're going to bring Adrian up next. Adrian, what did you want to share?
Hey, love, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep. Okay, let me try to run through this because, as usual, I got to go to class. Okay, so so Karen in this never-ending court case, I wish she would just plead guilty to reckless driving and just get it over with. I'm so glad that Eddie's siblings came. I thought that was a great step forward, but I'm like you, am so tired of this never-ending 40th. Girl, this girl has been turning 40 for like a month. Get TJ off my screen immediately now. Not yesterday. Now. I don't want to see this man ever again. I don't know who this dude think he is. talk about some don't touch me. You've been warned. Excuse me. The only reason why you were on this one is because of this woman, not because you are so interesting. I am so sick and tired. It's giving Kenya and Walter 2.0. I do not understand this fetish with these men that want to call themselves humbling this beautiful woman. This woman has done nothing to him for him to be acting like that. And if he is an actor, he is ruining his brand, because I don't want to ever see anything that man is in ever again. Him listen, I'm going to go ahead and say it, that he is the male version of Gizelle, that light skin, that curly hair. He acts like Cliff, Latrice's husband on Bell Collective.
Yeah.
They think they cute, and them the type of men you got to watch, because they'll talk to you any old type of way. And real quick, I'm just so sick of Ashley with them struggle vocals. You let that Grim Reaper swindle you out of your youth and your womb, and you got nothing for it. You were so worried about Candace, and you should have been securing your finances instead of buying $2 million houses you can't afford. And Mia had absolutely nothing to say with Holy Ghost fire Susan when she was in that woman's face. You see how she got respectful real quick. She didn't have all that mouth the way she had on them Twitter fingers. And if I was Wendy, when they replayed it, I would have said, oh no, that's not my mother. But since I don't see a crack pipe hanging out the crow's mouth, I guess that's not your mama either. All right, I'm about to go. I'll call you later, babe.
Bye.
Bye.
Adrian is lethal. That's a Virgo for you, though. All right, Delon's backstage. Delon, what did you want to share?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I want to say happy Thanksgiving and happy birthday to all my fellow Sagittarians. You know, my birthday is Sunday. Yay.
Wait, your birthday's when?
Sunday.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to say, Ashley. Exactly. Next. Mia. Girl, what happened to Holy Ghost fire being like a witch thing? Holy Ghost fire is like normal in the church, you know? And she had so much to say, but I honestly feel like Gizelle should have been right there at that table as well with Miss Susan, because Gizelle also had a lot to say. So did Ashley. All of those ladies should have been at that table, with the exclusion of Karen and Kiarna, because they all had a lot to say about Wendy's mother, and now y'all want to party for my birthday. Y'all would have been in the ocean messing with me. But and then what else? They were also talking about Wendy's finances season 7, but she's dropping the bag on this party. What parties y'all had it? You had the reasonably shady with the tent, you know, doing carnival races and whatnot, you know. But that's my time.
Thank you, Delon. Take care.
Yes, you too.
All right, we're going to bring up Daphne next. Daphne, what did you want to share today?
Hello, Kempire. This is Daphne from South Florida by way of Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I remember.
Thank you.
But quickly, oh my gosh, I just can't stop laughing. But Mia, Mia, she cracked me up when I don't know if anyone remembered, after talking to Miss Susan, and she said whatever it was, whatever karma or whatever it was that came her way, it hit Gordon. I was like, that is so wrong, so wrong. But I was like, girl, really? But anywho, with TJ now, what I believe with TJ is that he came on the show. I don't consider him a friend either, because none of my friends would act that way, male or female, would act that way. And I don't tolerate that, not even from family. But I really do think he came on the show to get his face out there again, and to possibly snag a new project after they see him. And that's just my opinion. And that's all.
Thank you, Daphne.
You're welcome. Bye. Take care.
I agree. And here's the thing, TJ, your career is going to be as successful as it was back on Sister Sister when you were just there. And people don't even remember that part. All right. Miss Brooklyn is backstage. We're going to bring Miss Brooklyn up. Miss Brooklyn, what did you want to share?
Hi, everybody. Happy holidays.
You too.
I wanted to say make it quick. One, with Ashley, I don't believe that he took her innocence or anything like that. Tell that story to someone else. She knew exactly what she was buying into. She didn't buy into it the correct way. She didn't have her banker, her accountant, and her lawyer there helping her make that purchase. So I'm not buying any of that. As for TJ, I actually see TJ and Mia to be the same type of people. I think the relationship is real in the sense that he is a very controlling person. And those are the red flags that she needs to be watching out for, because all these people at this party, you're supposed to be an actor. You're supposed to know how to ingratiate yourself towards everyone.
Yep.
And you were only talking with with Ray. You didn't, everything about him, the withholding the sex, the don't touch me, the way he speaks to her, it's a very controlling thing, and that's a very big red flag in a relationship. And Mia does the same thing with Gordon. She uses his mental illness against him as a way to control. Those are toxic relationships. Women, men, take notice. Watch this show and take notice, and make sure you don't let these people in your life. That's it.
Thank you, Miss Brooklyn. All right. We have Miss Sharon backstage. We have Miss Sharon. We have Tyler. We have Miss Bernice. We have Lauren. We have Ashley. And we have Aston. Or Austin, sorry. Hold on. Let me drop the call-in link for the live chat since we did hit 700 likes. All right. So I'm going to drop the call-in link for you guys, but I can't stay here long. So please respect the timer. All right. Miss Sharon, what did you want to share?
Hey, Kempire, how are you today?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Yeah.
What's my update?
Huh?
What's my update on the sports?
Well, let's see. The Chiefs won.
Oh. Okay.
The Chiefs won. Yeah, Dallas even won a game yesterday.
Oh.
Yep. Well, they beat the Washington whatever Commanders now. Yeah. So Mizzou won. Yay! MIZ. Yeah, but I just wanted to say I felt bad for Gordon. They shouldn't be talking about him like that. And do you call that gaslighting him?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And when Ink called him grandpa, I had a tear come out of my eye for,
Not making you cry.
It hurt my heart. I'm sorry, it just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you remember what I told you about Gizelle? People, don't give her a second chance because Gizelle is not genuine.
Yeah.
Gizelle looks through you. She don't like you. She doesn't like anybody on that cast. She's just playing y'all to keep a check. Don't give her a second chance at all. But I just wanted, to really warn people about Gizelle. Don't give her a second chance. Kempire, you're right about her.
See? Thank you, Miss Sharon.
TJ, come out of that closet, boy. We ain't mad at you.
Bye, Miss Sharon.
Bye.
All right. Tyler's backstage. We'll bring Tyler up next. Tyler, what did you want to share?
Hi. Before I get started, it is Sagittarius season. My birthday was just Saturday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. And Miss Esquire, you are not lying. I'm from Memphis, currently live in Memphis. A lot of people do not know this. It's dangerous here, but most of us can cook, and we have some very good food.
So I should just risk my life and just come for the food.
Yes. As far as the show goes, TJ, aka Too Juicy, aka Blouse, a feminine top. You are very wrong for how you treated Stacy. I don't have time for that. Oh yes, look at that top. Mia is dangerous for this show. And I have to say this very briefly. I think that Carlos King amping her up, not to bring him up, but amping her up, who is known to create 4 storylines, which is why Kenya came in great, but kind of some of the things she did, you can kind of tell he overproduced her because that's not Kenya's real personality. And when he left the show, we saw her real personality. Mia, you're doing too much, and it's dangerous because it may affect your real life. Ink looks like Al Roker with hair when he lost weight. As far as Ashley go, I think we can wrap her story up at the reunion, and we don't need to see her again. As I stated last time, I think bring Candace back, and I want to see if Gizelle has really changed. I think a part of her has, but there still is some disingenuous, in her. But I want to see, can you mend fences with Candace before I completely forgive you? Other than that, everything else has been good. Leave Karen alone. She's gonna be delusional. Leave her alone. That's all. Thank you.
Bye, Tyler. She's gonna be delusional. All right, Miss Bernice is backstage. We'll bring Miss Bernice up. Miss Bernice, turn down that TV.
Hey, kiddo.
Miss Bernice, you gotta turn that down in the background.
Oh, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Okay, call me back, Miss Bernice. All right, we got a long line, so let me get to these callers. Lauren, what's going on? Or
Hey,
Lauren,
Kempire.
how are you?
I'm good. I'm tired. I'm back home for Chicago for the holidays, so I cannot wait to get back to Atlanta where it's warm. But I love my city, but this is why I moved. One of the biggest things that kind of gets on my nerves, and I'm a mental health therapist, so one of the things that gets on my nerves is definitely the gaslighting around the bipolar diagnosis, because nothing about what he did was manic at all.
You're
Like
right.
you can definitely tell when somebody's in a manic state. There's a like elevated speech, they're slurred and things of that nature. He was not. But one of the things, because unfortunately I did watch that horrible interview with whatever Mia's little man is, he was so thirsty in that interview. And not only that, Mia did do to him what Gordon did to his wife, because Mia was with him first and left him for Gordon. So let's not even like let it frustrates me because she is a danger to this. And honestly, I think when people were hyping up like her antics, everything about what she has done, she should have been fired a long time ago. She has created a hostile work environment. She has definitely played into the colorism things. And not only that, the lies that she so dangerous that should be in a court of law, in my opinion, as well. Because there's such a thing as like when you're in a, I'm sorry, I'm going over, but the
Keep going.
whole domestic violence and things of that nature, that's not just regulated to just romantic relationships. That can be in friendships and work environments as well.
Yep.
So it really pisses me off with her, particularly on this show, because I didn't even watch this season, honestly, but you're reviewing it, so I can participate. But outside of that, I could care less. But her, she needs to go. But anyway, everybody have a wonderful holiday.
You too, you too, Lauren.
Bye.
Lauren read up for filth and just like, but everyone have a fantastic holiday. I love the dichotomy of that. All right, Ashley's backstage. We'll bring Ashley. Ooh, hold on. Austin, stay there 1 second. Ashley, there we go. Ashley, what's going on?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, great. Yes. Oh my goodness. So really quickly, so nice to see you again. But I have to talk about how distasteful, disgusting, and how just disparaging Mia is. But the thing that really gets to me is I don't feel like she's taking into account about her son. She is the one who constantly brings up his paternity, and I genuinely feel that that is not her place. If her son wanted to know his paternity, he has the right to know that. For her to use it on this platform, I just think she is disgusting. And I do feel like the ladies have the right to call it out because he's going to see this and she doesn't know who watches that when he goes to school.
Yep.
So I feel like what she's doing is not only damaging to Gordon, but also damaging to her son. And also the fact Gordon said that's his son no matter what. So let's just dead the situation, leave it where it is. When he gets older, if he wants to know who his father is biologically, then that is his choice. For her to even bring it up at the end, my children's father, it just turned me off completely. I just don't play about kids and she needs to do better. So I am happy that the ladies are calling her out. And also her weaponizing Gordon's mental state is just atrocious as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Mia's getting it all round. So I hope she gets hers continuously. So bye. My time is up.
Bye, Ashley. All right. Austin, what's going on?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
I just love you. Let me tell you, you are my Taurus big brother.
Oh.
Like, I just love you. Your birthday is May 11th or the 13th?
The 11th.
Okay, mine's the 12th. And it's just so funny because we oftentimes have the same stance on things. I just love you.
Thank you.
But okay, so what I wanted to say was about Karen. Like, she is disappointing me this season. She really is. Like how she's ducking and dodging. Girl, you were there. You were driving. Like, just take accountability and stop. Like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to get it together. And then as far as TJ and Stacy, I think TJ does not really like her. I think he's jealous of her. And I'm going back to the week when they did that painting, when they painted each other.
Yes.
Did you see his painting? Like, that was disrespectful. He didn't give any effort. Like, I just don't like little things like that. That would have pissed me off and I would have been done with him then. Like, don't give me more effort, like in all way. But we know what's going on with him. Wendy, I want Karen to pay attention to Wendy because she's been standing up for Karen in those moments when they have been like digging at her.
Yeah.
And I want Karen to really truly like see that because no. But other than that, Ashley, bye. She can go. Like, I'm done with her. Her kids are cute. I love her kids, but no, she can go. Yeah, that's about it.
Thank you, Austin, for calling in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. All right. We're going to get to some more calls because we have a long line, and I have to get to Married to Medicine at 4 p.m. today, 4 p.m. Eastern. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. If you're part of the replay crew, be sure to like the video, be sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications. If they're not working, turn them off, then turn them back on. But don't forget, you can also hear an audio version of our live recaps and special episodes on the Kempire podcast. All right, subscribe today, and don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. We're taking the podcast on the road, and we're going to London on December 8th. So make sure you guys, if you're in London, will be in London, or want to be in London, get your tickets for that show. Ticket information for that will be available in the description. But we're coming back. We're coming back to Washington, D.C. on January 24th. That's a Friday, so you have no excuse. It's like the best night of the week. So make sure you guys get your tickets for that. And after that week, you're going to need a little Kempire After Dark. You know what week that is. Anyways, more information on the Kempire After Dark live tour will be available in the description. All right, let's get to Anthony. Anthony's backstage. What's going on, Anthony?
Hey, Kempire. Anthony from Los Angeles, California. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
You know what? I'm okay, but TJ is not.
Oh.
Can you please throw up the photo of him that you have?
Sure. Okay. Sure.
But thank you so much. That's a girl question about the flowers. This is a feminine top on a femme top. Are you serious? That came out of nowhere. I had no idea he was gonna ask that, like, talk like that or anything, especially with like, oh, I warned you. I'm like, what in the world is he thinking? Like, oh my God, why is he like? It drove my gears. Like, I'm not understanding this. Stacy, run. I know I love her on the show still. Like, she's such a breath of fresh air. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But this is a hot mess, and TJ gotta go. With Mia, oh my God, the second time I agree with Gizelle this season. Anytime Mia opens her mouth about Gordon and Ink, like, it's not tea, it's not funny, it's not like the drama she thinks she's giving. It's a hot mess, and it's very disrespectful to the kids.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Ashley, shut up. We did not need this music. Nobody's streaming. No, goodbye, and happy holidays.
You too.
Thank you, Kempire.
You too, Anthony. Anthony just read the fulfilled, and you guys are going to end with happy holidays. Okay. Healing and Thriving is backstage. Are you there, Healing and Thriving? Are you there, Healing and Thriving?
Hi, Kempire. I'm here.
Hey, how are you, Healing and Thriving? Are you going to sing for us?
Oh, I'm excellent because it's just a couple of weeks until I see you.
Yes, less than a couple of weeks when you think of this.
I know, it's cold.
Yeah.
So it's cold. Everything covered. Just the prep for when you get to London. It's cold. So I know you've been here. You saw the rain, but
yeah,
when you get here, you get the rain and the cold. But yeah, so I'll be quick. This episode, I don't think anyone's mentioned, and I don't think you've mentioned it yet. When Mia said that shady comment about when Wendy's mom said, "I'm going to pray for you." And she's all like, yeah, well, all the bad juju she sent my way would go to, bounced off me and went to Gordon. I was like,
if she only knew.
I was like, shade. And I would have, you know what, with Wendy's mom, I would have said, please don't pray for me because I don't know where those prayers are going or who you're bowing down to when you're praying. And that's not because of the rumors, just because you can't have strangers praying for you. So I'm like, I'm all right, hon. But that was it. I cannot wait. It's just a couple of weeks till I see you. And yeah, I'm excited.
Me too. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye. Yes, guys. Healing and Thriving is reminding you, Kempire After Dark is coming to London. I'm so excited to meet our London crew. I met some of them. I'm hoping the group that came the last time I did my impromptu meetup in London all make it. But there were a lot of people that weren't able to make that impromptu meetup that we did in a park. We had a good time. Okay, I'll move on. All right, fine. All right, Dominique is backstage. Dominique, what did you want to share?
Oh, hi, Kempire.
Hey.
Do you hear an echo?
No.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna be quick. Jazzy was supposed to be full-time, correct?
We don't know for sure, but it looks like it.
Okay. With her, I just don't feel like her storyline or her like relationship is that believable. I think she's trying to portray this like NFL wag lifestyle, and I don't believe that is really the lifestyle. I thought it was interesting that only one of his teammates went to the party that she threw for him for the teammates, and that just reads like he's not that player, because it's like, where was Travis Kelce? Where was Patrick Mahomes? Where was McCole Hardman? Like, where were the superstars? None of them were there.
Well, we did find out from Miss Sharon that he warmed the bench.
Yeah, so that's what it's definitely giving. Next we're gonna talk about Mia. With her, I truly feel like it's you know how Carlos was making her seem to be that girl this season and was like they need to feature her and it's going to be all about her. That is, it feels like she went into this season with that energy. And it feels like Jacqueline also has that same energy. Like, this is my best friend. She's the HBIC. And that's what it's giving. Like, they thought this season would be about them because of what Carlos said. And lastly, her son, like, I know we keep talking about the one with the paternity, but she does have an older son
Yes.
who is like a teenager. And I'm sure he sees this. I'm sure his friends talk about that in school. So, like, I don't think she's thinking of him either.
Do we know that we haven't seen him at all this season?
At all. And I wonder if his dad is like,
Yes.
okay, you're not filming.
Yeah.
This is inappropriate, which would be the right decision. But thank you. I love you. And have a blessed holiday.
Thank you. You too, Dominique. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. You guys are amazing. Let me get to these last couple of callers. We're going to just take Ashley and Jamie. Anyone else that calls in, we won't be taking you. Okay, because I got to go. All right. We're going to bring up Ashley next. Ashley, what did you want to share about Real Housewives of Potomac?
Kempire?
Yes.
Oh my God. I love you. Sorry, this is my first time calling in, and I love you. You give me life.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I'm going to make this quick because I'm actually at work.
Oh,
So,
I'm sorry to bother you, Ashley.
You make my work life amazing, so I'm happy.
you.
Anyways, so Gordon was giving me life. Every time he comes on the screen and he starts going in on Mia, I be dying. I feel like Mia thinks that every time she's gonna film with him, he's gonna go with the hokey doke, and then he fails her every time. And I noticed that afterwards, she was clearly self-producing because she had to gather the girls and tell them oh my gosh, he's going manic again. And she knew that that was going to air. And I feel like she was just trying to backtrack. And then on top of that, she went on Instagram and posted that stupid video, which to me, I'm like, it makes sense that Gordon, when he's around the kids, he said that when he's around the kids, he'll be cordial with them. However, he does not want to film. So when you're putting a camera in my face with your man that you've been cheating on me with, I'm not going with that. Yeah. I'm not going with the hokey doke. I'm not going to play along. If we're doing things with the kids, I'm happy to play for the kids, but that's it. Anyways, I know my time is up. I'll call back another time to give you all my other tea on everything else. Thank you so much. Yes. Love you, Kempire.
Thank you, Ashley. Take care. And we did mention, guys, for those that have been asking, Tuesday Takeover will return in January. Okay? In January, Tuesday Takeover will return once I've, settled. All right? One of the things that, there was something else that Ashley mentioned that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Okay, hopefully it'll come back to me. Jamie's backstage. We're going to bring Jamie up next. Jamie, what did you want to share?
Peace and blessings, Kempire. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving week as well. And shout out to all the girls from Memphis. They definitely, people from Tennessee and Memphis specifically can definitely cook. My best friend is from Memphis. Now I know I called last time and said a lot, but here's the thing that I'm going to say about Mia. Cause I do not, for the record, I do not agree with her lifestyle. And I do not appreciate her disrespect for Gordon. And the exploitation of it. So I understand what everyone is saying. However, they say that people in glass houses should not throw stones. And I find it funny how we're expecting so much class from these wives, from whatever franchise. People have gone to jail. People have been fraudulent. People have betrayed friends and family. The thing about Mia is, she will own who she is. She will say, hey, yes, I did this. Yes, I was on medication or whatever. This is what happened in my childhood. This is what happened with the man that I had an affair with in Miami, and he was married, which is Gordon. She will put everything on the table. A lot of these other people on the show, they don't. They won't. And that's what we're missing from Housewives. And no, she's not the top tier housewife in terms of character. But is this show really about class and character? It probably used to be. But Mia is, I think that I'm just trying to give it a devil's advocate, different perspective.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, she is putting everything on the table, and I'm sure there's a lot more to learn. But if you compare her to the other women, Gizelle, people who have been on the show for a while. What do we really know? Who are you dating, Gizelle? What's going
Where's your
on with your
sister,
life apart
Gizelle?
from your kids?
Look, where's your
Hmm?
sister, Gizelle?
Exactly. With Wendy, I do appreciate, and I'm so happy Eddie's family has finally come on the show. Get Eddie's family on the show, and let's really talk about what the background of the family dynamic is. Like, put the stuff on the table. That's what we watch to see. Mia does that. Despite what we think about her, I am not a fan of her in character wise.
Yeah.
But she is she's putting it all out there, whether we like it or not. And that's all. That's really just what I was calling to say.
Okay.
So we always appreciate you.
Thank you, Jamie. I think the difference, though, I think what people are getting annoyed with, me personally, I can speak for myself, is that it's hard to decipher what's the truth and what is not the truth. So we can appreciate her, giving up her story and being honest, but we don't know which one is which.
But you're right. You're right, and the audience is right. But it's all of the housewives. They all lie. They all have scammed and cheated. A lot of them are a bunch of liars. And
no, you're right. And a lot of them don't get caught out there in regards to their lies, because there are a lot of housewives on these shows lying to the audience, and they're not called out, and people don't know that their entire life is a lie. They have no money. They are living paycheck to paycheck. They have to rely on Real Housewives in order to live the lifestyle. They're giving you fake Louis Vuitton and Balenciaga outfits and bags.
Correct.
It's true. Just saying. All right, Jamie, I gotta go. But thank you for calling in.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
All right, so we have a couple of callers. I know I said I was going to end with them, but these callers have been waiting. All right, let me get to Audrey first. Audrey, hold on. Let me bring you up. Audrey, what did you want to share?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Of course.
Congratulations on everything that you're doing. I hope London goes well for
Thank
you
you
coming up. So I was really excited for you to do this live because, okay, first of all, if you remember, I told you that Ashley was off key the last time she was singing, and I'm so glad it was put out on Front Street how off key she really was. Second of all, I also thought the outfit she was wearing was inappropriate around her uncle when they came over for her birthday. It was too much. But she has no class, so that wasn't a shocker. Okay, the TJ thing. First of all, that was really triggering for me. I've been in relationships where, unfortunately, where a guy has spoken to me like that. I love the shot of the blouse, but yeah, and it's something about Stacy's face. If you look at Stacy's face when he's like, kind of berating her or whatever, it's like she's a little embarrassed, and I know what that feels like, and she's so much better than him, and so I just hope she realizes it and gets out of that situation, and finally, the whole thing with Mia, very love in Hip Hop Atlanta, like I said before. It's when she was saying like the abortion. Oh, real quick, when she was saying the abortion, and she was saying like an adulterer. Where's the lie? It's like you're not saying that Gordon lied about it. You're just saying you don't like the fact that he's saying it.
Yeah.
And so I find that to be really like deceiving. And it shows like a deeper issue with her. I hope that they don't have the storyline for next year because I really don't want to see it. But I mean, it was a good. I'll give it 8.5. But I just hope that Stacy looks back at these episodes and sees how this man is speaking to her and does the right thing, getting rid of him. So anyway, definitely. I love you, Kempire. Thank you for doing the show.
Thank you, Audrey. Take care.
All right, you too, hon.
Bye. Before we get to Miss Bernice, who will be our last caller, I remember what I wanted to say. And it was about me as representative, Jacqueline. We have not talked about Jacqueline, but Jacqueline is doing Mia's bidding. And I think, Jacqueline, you miscalculated. And I think you really should have rode with Karen, not on her DUI situation, because apparently that's why they were on the phone. Karen was giving advice to Jacqueline. You should have rode with Karen. You would have probably been better off. You saw how Kiarna's riding with Karen and she got full time. You miscalculated because you are just looking like the lapdog for Mia. All these she took digs at Gordon. She's giving context to Mia's lies. And I'm just like, I get it. You grew up with her, but she threw you under a bus the first season that you were on there. And she will do it again. and you will get exactly what you deserve. And I'm not talking about PP. All right, Miss Bernice, what did you want to share? Close us out with the word.
You know what? You have a safe trip next to London.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. It's going to take the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost for me to pray over this show because I'm tired of the Jezebel, side chick, and whole mentality to be normalized on this show. You got Ashley, the Jezebel, who wasn't smart enough to look out for herself in a marriage, a loveless marriage to an older rich man. That's your fault. That ain't nobody else's fault. The only people gonna come out in this marriage with something is her kids. Ashley gonna have to work for it and take care of herself and her sons. Mia, you weaponizing Gordon's illness against him with this bull crap with Smarty Smurf over there, and you. How the heck you gonna have this man say it's okay for him to shoot scenes with you and your side piece with his kids, thinking all this is normal when it's not? This is not the Zeus Network. And Mia keeping it real by telling the truth, but Mia, she never accountable for the bull crap that she say and do.
Nope.
She doesn't learn from anything.
Nope.
And I grew up poor and in situations and stuff like that. I learned from not to do it again. Come on now. That's at TJ. Oh, I would have been calling my cousins and meet me at such and such. We need to get somebody in check. Looking like a broke down Shamar Moore. Like Skinny ain't coming back that quick, boy. You need to go get some lessons. Come on now. Really? Don't touch me. Excuse me. Do you need a Midol? Come on now. That's a girl question. I'm looking. Come on now. Really? Because a man like that will sneak a leak and destroy your self-esteem in a short period of time.
Yep.
And you don't know whether you coming or going when you was a total package to attract him and everything about you. Now he don't like it. He gonna tear it down. That's what TJ is. Rebuke you, demon. Get away from me.
All right, Miss Bernice, we appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, no problem. Because girl, I wanted to jump through that TV. So I had to keep praying. Like, okay,
Me too. I was
he's showing his true colors.
I was very
He's showing
annoyed.
his true colors.
I'm warning you.
He's showing his. Yes.
What do you mean you warning me?
Like,
don't touch me.
Right. Who you think you was, a pimp named Slipback? I don't think so.
Oh, Lord. All right, Miss Bernice, we appreciate you calling in.
Okay, the workman was in here fixing my heat, and I'm looking like, dang, okay, the Holy Ghost power. Get him out of here. Get him to do what they needed to do. I need him to get out of here.
All right, Miss, I hope they fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed it.
Oh, okay, that's all that matters. All right, you stay warm.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, bye.
All right, I did say Miss Bernice was going to be our last caller, but Nicole's backstage, and Nicole calls in all the time. Nicole, if you can keep it short and cute, we'll bring you up. Can you?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Kempire. I didn't even watch the episode, but I just want to say hello. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll watch it later on, but I just want to say you're such a blessing.
Oh, thank you, Nicole.
Like, you've been uplifting. I'm an Aquarius. What are you, a Scorpio?
No, I am a Taurus. My parents are Scorpios.
Oh, Lord, the bullheads. The bullhead.
You about to get a horn.
But I just want to say, just thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Miss Bernice, she always cracks me up.
Me too.
She old school. She from the country. She gonna talk that country stuff. I love it. So, thank you, Kempire. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Nicole. Well, that's a great way for us to end it. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too as well, baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you to everyone that called, and we appreciate our calls. We appreciate all of you that are in the live chat. Shout out to our members. Become a member today at TheKempire.com/join. And in regards to our London date, our DC date, and to be announced date, New York City will coming back. Well, I'm here, but you get what I'm saying. More information on all of that, our Kempire After Dark Live Experience Tour, will be available in the description, along with our links for a discount for Uncommon Goods. And everything Kempire will be available, including merch, like this hat, okay? Be sure to check that out. Shout out to our King's Guards for holding us down on TikTok, on YouTube. We appreciate them. And shout out to all of you that are watching the replay. Replay crew, be sure to let us know who you are, where you're watching from, how you would rate this week's episode, and what you thought about everything that we had to say about the latest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. I will see you guys at 4 p.m. Eastern for our Married to Medicine recap. I got a lot to say about that, too. All right, I'm ready for that week. Wait, was it Whitnick? There we go. Talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.
Here we go now.